In this next video interview, I get to interview one of my good friends, Peter Paonessa. Peter Paonessa was a physical therapist at Fort Wayne Orthopedics for about 30 plus years. He is very instrumental in setting up the sports medicine scene here in Fort Wayne and Northeast Indiana communities, working with the doctors at Fort Wayne Orthopedics, hiring a lot of us athletic trainers, and setting the policies with the schools and the university and such in this area. So hopefully you learn a lot by watching this video of how athletic training started in Fort Wayne area. Have a great day. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this video channel for more videos like this. Thanks. Take care. All right, I'm here with one of my great friends, Peter Paonessa. I was very fortunate in my athletic training career to have landed where I have landed. And Peter Paonessa is a big part of that because I'm going to let him tell a little bit of the story of how they started the sports medicine program at Fort Wayne Orthopedics and what that entailed. But I was lucky enough, like I said, to have been where I was. God placed me in the right place at the right time, and Fort Wayne Orthopedics came out and offered me a position, and I've been there affiliated with them and Orthopedic Hospital ever since. So thank you for doing this, Peter.
The blessing is all mine, truly. I mean, I really appreciate knowing you and working with you, and I've always thought of you as in highest regards for your skills and your dedication to the vocation that you've chosen.
Yeah. Well, again, I was fortunate to be where I was at the right time. And how did that start with Fort Wayne Orthopedics offering sports medicine coverage at the high school level? Because when I graduated from Fort Wayne, South Side, we didn't have athletic trainers. I knew nothing of athletic trainers when I went away to college. Fortunate I was enough to find sports medicine and athletic training as a career and something to start. But then when I came back to Fort Wayne, they started to put athletic trainers at the high school level. How did that start? Hey, if you come this far in the video, hit that like button and subscribe, please. It really helps the channel. Thank you.
It started with there was a module that some places started with by sending athletic trainers to one athletic trainer to 2, even 3 high schools at a time, so that they would see and they have a higher volume of athletes being sent to different surgeons. But we decided that the way to do this correctly is to make sure that an athletic trainer is dedicated to one particular high school and is there every day and every weekend, and we made sure that we gave a multitude of services to the school. The athletic trainer is the key. I mean, that's the one that's going to see the athletes a multitude of times. And we also made sure that they had the ability to send a referral into a physician, knowing that the physician was going to see that person and get back to the athletic trainer within a day, and so or a business day at least. And so the athletic trainer could have the ability to tell a parent that the athlete can go anywhere they choose, but if they wanted to see a sports medicine specialist, they could do that, and know that was going to get done, and that the physician, sports medicine specialist respected their knowledge, and made sure that they did get back to them. So, and with that, we also gave other services. We gave free athletic physicals. We gave athletic performance testing equipment to the schools so that they could hopefully help their program and objectively see if the athlete was getting faster or stronger and quicker. We just had quite a few different services that we did, and it was all at no cost to the school. So instead of the athletic trainer going to 3 different schools a week. They went to one school each day, and I think it did change the program because any competitors needed to make sure that they did at least that.
Yeah, I think when I recall, when I started at Carroll High School, doing my student teaching, we had an athletic trainer that was provided by ReadyMed, and she would come out twice a week. She would cover one practice for injury evaluations, and then she was there either a Friday or a Saturday, depending on what season it was. Typically in the fall, it was Friday night, game night for football, but not there for the rest of the games, JV level, freshman level,
Right.
volleyball games, or anything else
Mhm.
like that. It was mainly servicing the football community and the team and the coaches and the athletes. But you remember what year um, those services started with that you started providing specifically to one school?
It was in the early '90s, and then we would just build each year
Hmm.
uh, to offer services to another school, and then we got involved with the University of St. Francis, with the 3 pro teams in town. We gave them services, but we gave the exact same services to Carroll High School or Harding High School or any of the schools we were associated with, as we did with the colleges and with the pros. I mean, so everybody had uh, immediate access to the physicians. We made sure there was physician coverage at football games,
Hmm.
um, and uh, and it just worked out really well. And it was all done with a handshake. No money was exchanged. There was no cost to the school, which made the athletic directors and the school boards quite happy. Um, Liability for the athletes, came down to making sure that the athletic trainers were well equipped and
Certified,
certified. Absolutely,
licensed,
yeah.
healthcare providers.
Very much
And
so.
so
Yeah.
seeking out, good quality individuals was, I was fortunate to land where I did, but
hmm
you had some good athletic trainers to start out with. Who were the
We sure
first
did.
athletic trainers?
Tony Gamble,
Tony.
yeah, and Ann Packniak,
Yep.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Tony is still practicing here in town
yes, he is, yeah,
with OPS at
yeah,
Bishop Dwenger High School.
uh-huh.
But Ann Packniak, what school did you guys start with?
Bishop Dwenger, Homestead High School, very quickly to be followed by Carroll High School.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Also, didn't Ann cover Canterbury High School?
But Shari Casaburo
Yeah.
was the key there,
Yeah.
and so yeah, she covered a lot, and the students could go anywhere they wanted. We wanted to
Sure.
make it very clear to them and to the parents that we weren't funneling people into our program. Uh, it was always an option for them, but they did that, and
Yeah.
and it was something that the community really needed. I mean, we had situations early on where, when we weren't at a school, that there was a school where, God bless coaches, they well intentioned, very good, but they frequently didn't have medical backgrounds, and we had one school before we went there, an athlete that the coaches thought the kid had a stinger, took off his helmet, took off his shoulder pads, and he actually had a C3 fracture in his vertebrae. And by the grace of God, that athlete did not literally die in the field. Wouldn't have been even worse than the quad. So it all worked. That's when we realized, if we're going to go to the schools, we are going to go comprehensively and at no cost, so that all the schools can have the same sort of service.
Yeah, and I think that's really the key word there is just service.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt early on, uh, teaching at the school and providing athletic trainer coverage for the school, that it really benefited all 3 parties. It
Mm-hmm.
benefited the school, number one, and the athletes and the coaches and the families, but also the orthopedic business, and providing some of that coverage. And I always told people, I'm employed by Fort Wayne Orthopedics or the Orthopedic Hospital, or now it's OPS, but really I'm working for you and servicing the athletes and the teams and providing the best coverage I can. And if you go to Fort Wayne Orthopedics for your injury, that's great. We're there. We can get you in next day, same day service,
Mm-hmm.
very soon after the service. or if your insurance takes you to another place, another business here in town, there's
Okay,
qualified, very good orthopedic surgeons all over Fort Wayne. And so we were fortunate that we didn't really feel the pressure that we had to send so many cases per week or per month or per quarter. It was provide the service for the school and the community as best you can by doing your job, and the business will grow and people will come, and the business definitely has grown sports medicine wise within the community.
Right.
So,
and when the parents decided that they did want to use Fort Wayne Ortho physicians or sports medicine physicians, then frequently we saw that parents and grandparents and other family members would had a relationship with, and if they had good service, they would continue on. So it was good it was a good business model.
yes.
So instead of spending
Still
a
is.
lot of money to advertise, we were giving a service which was greatly appreciated by the schools and the families, and then got a lot of loyalty in the community.
Yeah. And I think the families have felt very loyal, once they get good service with those physicians as well. I've had numerous parents, patients, grandparents call me up on the weekends, call me up on vacation, call me up, whatever, and say, hey, I want to see Dr. So-and-so, or I need some physical therapy. Who do you recommend? And they've been very trusting, and so thankful that providing that opportunity for those people to get healing and proper treatment and proper surgery and stuff as well. But I think that's key part of how you guys designed it back in the early 90s. Who were some of the doctors that really spearheaded that up?
Dr. Caldwell and Dr. Jerry Cooper had a huge impact on the program.
Yeah.
Dr. Silliman at one point,
right.
So we but we had a lot of sports medicine physicians, and then there were some that needed to see like a hand specialist, or a spine specialist, and those were also in the group.
Right, because I mean, these athletes and even the coaches, the number of coaches that have been then followed over to our referred to physicians as well. We've got a couple, coaches that always have injuries themselves, and they have family members that have injuries, and they have stuff that I think they've done it right, and provided that service, and it's reaped the benefits for everybody, and it's definitely, like you said, it's beneficial for the schools.
Win-win for the schools.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're doing something really good for the community,
right.
and that was the key. It was very rewarding in our sense too.
Yeah. Well, I think
to have people like you representing us too. I mean, that's the key.
Well, we're fortunate that you guys had that foresight and that knowledge to grow the sports medicine field in Fort Wayne, but also Northeast Indiana and some of the other surrounding schools as well have reaped the benefit of what you guys did in the late 80s and early 90s to really foster those relationships and provide that opportunity that athletic trainers can grow as well. The athletic training community in Fort Wayne and Northeast Indiana has grown tremendously because of those opportunities and those school involvements, as well as college. You mentioned universities and professional and physical therapy and all different kinds of fields for athletic trainers to go into. Yeah, for the betterment of the profession, but also for the betterment of service for those schools and those athletes and that really need it. So thank you very much.
My pleasure, sir. Thank you.
I appreciate you very much, and I still call you a dear friend, and
yes.
Like spending time with you.
And I like spending time with you too. I appreciate you a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, hopefully you like this video and you got some history and some background on sports medicine here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and the surrounding communities, and how Fort Wayne Orthopedics helped put some of that stuff on the map. So thank you very much. Hopefully you like this, subscribe, and share this. Have a great day.